All right.
Mm.
I'll. Do you wanna intro or should I intro?
You intro.
All right. Hello. Welcome to the only podcast. It's me, Seagull, that guy, and it's Josh. Josh, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Today. This.
The
This-
best way to introduce myself every single time I talk to somebody.
Definitely. I mean, that's always a good idea to just say hello.
Is always a good idea.
I mean, how else are you gonna say hello? You
I
just
don't
gotta
know,
use the
man.
word, you know. This is the only podcast. It's a podcast that I wanted to make, and for about a year now, I've been saying I'm gonna make a podcast. I'm gonna make a podcast. So we're finally here. Wow. So
And how did you come up to me when you did it? It was like,
I got the DM here. I said,
oh, you got the DM. Here we go.
I said, I want to start a podcast with some other content creators. Would you be down to be a part of it? And you said, fuck yeah. So that was the best. That was the best reaction I got. Other people said yeah, sure, and stuff like that, and you went fuck yeah.
the reason why, because I had it in mind, I wanted to do my own podcast at least some point in time. I'm just not sure when the best time would have been, really.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I thought it was good to do it with Seagull because Seagull.
Yeah, because I'm just that cool. Plus, we're both British.
We're both British. Yes, that adds to the only podcast.
Yes, even though
theme.
Even though we'll probably have so I'll explain. We'll probably have other people come on the podcast if it goes well, I guess. And yeah, so don't expect to just see British people. If that's not what you like, then don't worry. This still can be the podcast for you. You know. All you British people haters out there, I know you exist. I made a video on it. So, you know, don't worry too much. So, on this episode, this is kind of like the pilot, because there's just two of us, really. So I was thinking,
there's only two of us at the moment.
Yeah, so I was thinking we just talk about, you know, why we're doing what we're doing, why we're wasting our time, and why we make videos and stream and stuff like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to start?
Who wants to start? Yeah. So, my name is Josh on YouTube. Hi.
Wow.
Beforehand, I used to it's quite a funny story because back in the day, I used to watch mostly Minecraft.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, back in the good old days when I was like 11, 12. And I really got inspired to do that. I used to watch I used to watch Sky as Butter.
Yeah.
No, not Sky as Butter. Sky does Minecraft.
Sky does Minecraft.
No, I'll tell you why I said that wrong. The reason why I said that wrong is because in Minecraft I had my own character that was called Sky as Butter. Very original name. I was quite a fan.
I can tell.
And then I wanted to make my own Minecraft content, but also around the time I really liked making like banner art and like channel art for YouTube channels. So
yeah,
what I did was I had Photoshop and I had Cinema 4D, and I had like Minecraft models.
Yeah.
And then I just modeled it. Well, I didn't really model it. I positioned it to do like a sort of pose for people's skins on like Cinema 4D. I rendered it and then I put it into Photoshop and then made like banners out of that. And I did that in like when I was 12, 13.
My friend used to do the exact same thing. And we found his Twitter profile the other day and he still had, it was called Milo Plays. I don't know if I can, I'll ask him. I'm sure he's fine with it. But he had like this banner on. I'm imagining exactly what it was. It was kind of like, yeah, it was like a Minecraft player, and he had like a fishing rod, and it was like the coolest thing because it's like Minecraft PvP, you know, the throwback. And then, so that's what you did for this when you were
Yeah,
13 and 12.
before I was called Jish or Josh, which was very recently when I decided to change my name.
Yeah,
It was like a couple months before. It's November now, so it was like I think it was like before.
nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. Jish or Josh.
Yeah, I was called MC Gaming, and then
MC game.
and then I shortened it down to MC.
Just
And
MC.
it didn't mean Minecraft. It actually meant modern community back in the day, which didn't make sense to some people, but when you relate it to YouTube, it kind of makes sense.
I guess we should
Um,
just name that. We should just change the name of the podcast now. Modern Community Podcast. This really says a
no.
lot about society.
So I decided to make that, and for quite a while, it sort of died down. I stopped doing it when I was in like year 8 or grade 8 for people in America, and I
Is that
just
the
kind
same
of
thing? Is it grade 8?
I think
I never
so.
figured it
And
out.
then when because I had like GCSEs coming up, and then it's because I needed to do well, of course.
Of course.
Uh, and I don't know, it's quite hard to come back to YouTube after a very long time. Like in my mind, throughout all of those years, like I don't know how many years it's been now. I'm 18, so I'm almost 19. But
Oh wow.
it's been like 6. Yeah, it's been like 6 years
6 years away from the
since I
YouTube grind.
uploaded again. Well, 5 years, but it's still a long time.
Damn.
And then or I think it was around this. It was around the summertime. I knew I wanted to get back into YouTube, but I wasn't sure how. So I made that one hello video that everybody knows now. So
Yeah.
and it was just like a quick. It was just like a quick thought thing. So I was on holiday in like a just some sort of room. My parents were out to get some food, and I was like, all right, I gotta think of something.
I gotta be funny. Come on.
I gotta be funny. So I had this quick brain moment where I literally just thought, hey, what happens if I just leave my phone like on the door and then just on the
Open
main
the
door, and then I go through another door, open it slowly, but open it as if it looked like I didn't open it, and and then just say hello, and then that's like the start. That's like the intro to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, a very good intro. My intro was legit called an introduction to my channel. It's unlisted now, but you can see it on a playlist. And it's basically the reason I started uploading is about well over a year ago now. I had this great idea, right? That no one else had ever had before, where I was going to react to my own video over and over again. Not really realizing that like 500 other people have already done that. I don't know why I said 500. That is the real statistic.
Original content.
So that was going to be my joke, and I didn't really want to take it too seriously. I was just gonna make videos where I just, yeah, I don't know. And then so I'm at school. Oh yeah, and then I also made the only real content I made after that was the Switch toaster one, where I pretended to be Morgs, pretty much. It was meant to be the dumbest thing. I was like, oh, I've got this idea. I put my Switch in the toaster, and everyone's like, what? You put your Switch in the toaster? That'll break it, surely. That'll cause something to happen. I just put it in the toaster and just didn't do anything, and that was the whole joke, pretty much. just the no real big thing happening, pretty much. Just the disappointment, really. And then I'm in school, and my friend, we've got our phones out for some reason. I don't even know. And my friend, he starts showing everyone in the class my YouTube channel, and I go, "Why would you do this? Just why?" And actually, people seem to like it. So I was like, "Hang on. If people actually like don't mind the videos, maybe I'll just like keep making them." So I did. and now I just make snack reviews. I don't even know. I make whatever I want to make, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Channel's
mean,
a bit
I
of a
love
mess.
that. I love the Haribos. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a video. That was a video, I guess. So yeah,
No, the difference. I feel like the difference is that at the beginning I always wanted to like just make like videos, to show friends and stuff. But
yeah.
I always kind of wanted more than that. And I've always, like, currently I've just been doing so much research, like from people like Alpha Gaming, or even like, I think even there's like a video about Ludwig, and he tells you like what you should do with titles and thumbnails. And I've slowly been getting into that.
Yeah, you were telling me a lot about that. And I realized
Algorithms and just a whole bunch of algorithms and statistics. There's a lot to like sort of
think about
engage
if you
yourself
wanna.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you
You
really
really got to
wanna.
educate yourself if you really want to, like, because what I want to do is I want to grow early and I want to grow fast.
A big man with big goals.
I wouldn't say they're big goals. I don't. If I did end up getting found out, I wouldn't really call myself popular or big or famous, because I really don't like those words personally.
No, I mean it's kind of just like, I feel like at this point with me, if one of my videos were to like massively blow up and people go onto my channel, I don't think I'd just be known for that one video. I think people would end up like looking at the content and then being like, hang on, this isn't just a guy who made one video and that came up and everyone's recommended. No, this is a guy who makes videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy makes videos. So, I feel like if you were to show, and I know this might just sound like I'm like flexing, I'm just saying, look, I'm the best, but I feel like I'm at the point where I've uploaded enough decent videos where if you were to show a massive like group of people my videos, I feel like at least a percentage of the people would enjoy the videos. I don't know. But I've just made
It is quite different how that happened.
I guess. I don't know. I've just made just videos. That's just all. I just made the most random stuff. I was talking to my friend today, and he was like, "I do like the videos where you just do the randomest thing." For example, out of the blue, I made a video titled "Top 5 Things I Learned Today." Like, I've never referenced anything kind of like that before. And then I've also gone into this almost series of just me ranking random like objects. So I did top 6 printers and then top 6 toasters. It's kind of just like, why are you doing this? Well, I go, I don't know. Have I told you the story of why I made the top 6 printers video?
No, you haven't actually.
Well, this is a great story for the podcast. I'm at school, right? Everything seems to happen at school. I'm at school, and I'm talking to this guy, and he's uploaded a couple videos on YouTube, and he made Fortnite videos. So I was kind of like, okay, sure. and we're talking about that, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of like, I don't know what I want to upload next. I don't really have many ideas right now. And we're in graphics, so we go to the printer, and I'm like, hang on. What if I made a whole video about printers? So then, that's just where it basically came from. I told him, I'm going to make a video about printers. He was like, no, I'm going to make a video about printers. And guess who guess who made the video about printers? Me. Yeah, no one else is allowed.
Obviously.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah. I feel like my content, like the current stuff that I'm doing, like the stuff that's already out there, is just like, I think people expect that sort of content from me, but it really isn't like the original content I want to put out, because they're just like, they're just short 8-second, 15-second videos, and they're like,
pretty much.
I guess they're funny because some people say they are, but really, I just don't. I guess I could understand it, but at the same time, it's just like, I've got
Space. What?
videos about Discord. I don't really want to do like too much gaming content, at least on my main channel.
No, neither.
I'll probably make a second channel where I do like Twitch highlights and stuff, or streamer highlights. But
Yeah, yeah.
until that happens, I want original ideas.
You just got to be random. You just got to come up with something that you feel like no. It's like filling in the market. It's like you really got to find something that no one else is doing, and then just do it. So when you search up top printers on YouTube, you know your boy's gonna be at the top. that's how I'm gonna grow. Everyone who's looking for just information on like a company, like online, looking for like what printer they should buy, just finds my video. And I could just imagine that.
I feel like I've made a whole bunch of progress though, from like back in the day to now. I've talked to so many people through Discord. I could name a few people, like obviously Sam. It's Mr. Seagull himself.
Mr. Seagull, that's me.
Like,
oh yeah, I forgot my name is Sam. I forgot about that.
Swaffs, Kodo, Bastro, Taco, so many people, like, and that's just a few. There's like a plus 20 people which I like know now, and all of us are really just all small people, and we all want the same thing. And I feel like I've never had that before. I've never been in such an environment before. Whereas now, I feel like I sort of haven't made any progress when I have. And also, I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been before to trying to get this done.
I mean, fair enough. You know, those are all people that we should, force onto. I mean, invite onto the podcast.
Force. No, I would love to hear their stories, because the closest people I've been talking to like very recently is Bastro, and Bastro's a really, really nice person to talk to just in general.
Yeah, we should force him on.
Yeah, we should force him on.
That guy, I watched that guy's videos and I was like, this is funny stuff. This is funny stuff.
It's not just funny. It's like, it's really well edited to the point where it's like, where like a professional editor made it almost.
You expect it from like the biggest channels on the platform, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we talk to each other quite a bit, and he does get quite a lot of the same sort of thing where he's like, where people just say he's really, really good at editing. And obviously, I think for a normal person, it's like, yeah, that's good to hear, but at the same time, you want critical feedback.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I mean, he accepts the fact that he's good at editing, but it's just like, I think he's just a bit annoyed that, everybody needs. We need more. He needs more feedback than just that, and so I've been trying to do that more recently, not just with my own videos, but with not just with my own videos, but with his as well. So we've just been trying to go back and forth, and just help each other.
I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, actually, now that you mention that, I don't feel like I've gotten many negative feedback about any of my videos. I know, big flex. I'm that popular. I'm that cool. But I feel like it would definitely help if people. But I feel like most of the people I know. I keep saying I feel like this. I feel like.
It just depends on the style of content you do, really.
Yeah.
Because for the stuff that I'm doing and for the stuff that you're doing are very similar, and they're just like, it's almost shitposty, but it's not exactly shitposty. But it's still like to the point where you don't need to put too much effort in for it to be good.
I mean, for example, like Seagull snacks, Haribo Super Mix. Legit, it's just me in a car park, just eating this sweet and just trying to like desperately come up with something to say or something like that. Oh my god, my thing just pinged. Hopefully that didn't come up on the recording.
No, I thought it was just generally funny, because the way you did it was just At the beginning, it was like, I'll fucking murder you.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I do like shock humor a bit, sometimes.
Yeah.
Just saying something that's just so just
Saying something
awful.
stupidly random.
Yeah, and yeah, stuff like that. I'm trying to think of other examples where I've seen that.
You know that clip from VeggieTales where they predict the future?
Oh yeah. It's like humor will be randomly generated, right? I can't speak.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, in my 100 subscriber one, my friend, I didn't even know he was going to do this, just comes up behind me and strangles me at the end, and the video just cuts.
Yeah. That was a really good part at the end. I love that.
I don't know. I think that video got carried by my friend Roma. Shout out to him, Vonu. He's gonna start uploading. Trust me. He keeps saying that. He keeps saying, "Oh, Sam, I'm gonna start uploading. So let's start recording content." And then we go and record CS:GO because that's what he wants to do. He wants to do a CS:GO funny moments video. We go to record and he can't. and he texts me. He says, "I'm locked out of my house. I can't get in." I go, "Oh my god." You're just missing out on your own. I feel like that guy doesn't have enough motivation, but shout out to him. Anyway.
Speaking about motivation, when you edit, recently I've made a bigger video, and it's still got a way to go, but
oh yeah,
it's like an hour and 30 minutes, right? There's like in my head, I think there's a lot of content, so I cut it into like specific sections where there is, and there's so many of them.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to cut it down. My initial goal was to get it to like 10 minutes, but I really do not think that's going to happen just because of how much stuff there is.
I don't like making long content. I can definitely tell that like people don't like watching long content.
No, it's not meant to be long content. It was always meant to be short content. But the fact that there was just, I thought an hour and 30 minutes was going to be, a good amount to at least shorten.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's a lot harder than you think.
I mean, I did a video where I played a game. It was like a simulation game, right? It was I don't know if you've watched it. It's titled Seagulls.mp4, and it's basically where I go into this game, and it's basically where you battle these these animals against each other. And I wanted to make that video just really for fun, and this was really before I was trying like to produce the best possible content and more just like stuff I could show my friends. So I made this, and it ended up being 17 minutes, and I was like, this is too long. I'll upload it anyway because I'm not too bothered, but I feel like I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to upload a video of that length.
No, I feel like the problem is that what I did is that I should work from the beginning and just go from there. But it's really hard to do it in a session when you're in like a session group call with 6 other different people. I just want to, because going through the editing part is really, really, really grueling.
Definitely. I mean,
I feel like for most content creators, everybody's like editing is like the most grueling part of the actual job.
100%.
If you call it a job.
Which is why, I don't worry. I mean, if I want to go into that kind of audience, the CS:GO funny moments, for example, I made 2 of those videos, and it was so hard, and I was like, I don't really want to do this again. I would do it again, but it is pretty hard to do. And I was like, oh well, I'll just like experiment with some other kind of videos that I might want to make. And that's when all the random videos started. Pretty much. Because I was like, for the couple weeks that I was putting out those videos, I was like, maybe I could do this, and I realized don't really want to do this. So I still want to do random videos, but
yeah, I just don't want it to be like my main source of content.
Yeah.
And I feel like like the reason why I wanted to do something similar to that at the beginning was because like I thought my personality was becoming like extremely shortened. Like I wasn't very funny. Like I wasn't very funny. I wasn't very smart, and the reason why that was because all I was doing beforehand, I was really addicted to Rainbow Six Siege. I wanted to get so good at that game, like,
I
and
get that.
I managed to be really, really good until like Rainbow Six started going down as well in terms of like uh just
Being good. I
like
don't know.
well, I know operators, you know, the way they treated the game didn't help me want to keep playing.
I mean,
I
yeah.
did make it to like plat 2, which is like almost diamond, I hope. But
If I'm gonna be honest, I've played Rainbow Six Siege once, and that was at my friend's house like 3 years ago. I don't. I've never
yeah,
really played it because I've been more of a CS:GO kind of person because I like the simplicity a bit more.
yeah, it was like the only thing I played and all I wanted to play.
I mean, I get that.
I really enjoyed it because I joined like an ongoing pro team, so well, not really pro, but wanting to become better.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, diamond territory basically, and it took. I think I spent I don't know how many months. It was a lot, at least a year and a half, or at least
Damn.
a year. But I'd say a year of just grinding through just rainbow, and that was all I was playing. And now when I keep looking back at it, like there were so many things that I did during that moment where I was like just extremely blind to stuff that I was doing, and it was sometimes it was even detrimental to my relationship with some people,
Damn.
like friendships at least. I wasn't toxic. It's just I was blind to stuff that I was doing,
Yeah, I get that.
and so I I just really, really wanted to go back to becoming creative because, you know, when you're playing a video game and that's all you're doing virtually, um, you lose your creativity with stuff. So I really wanted to get it back into that,
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
and also at the time I was studying a course which I didn't like at all. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It was dreadful to be in. Like every time I only need to be in there for like 3 days of the week, but it was still really, really horrible. So I'm glad I'm not doing that again. But
Well,
now I'm studying 3 different courses, and it's still pretty difficult, but it's much more enjoyable, and also I'm getting to talk to people. Because beforehand I never talked to anybody. I barely had any friends as soon as I went to after 16, and then I just I came back to the place which I went before, and then studied these 3 subjects, and now I'm doing pretty well. I'd say I'm talking to people and getting my creativity back and getting my personality.
and now you have
Which
internet friends.
internet
And
friends.
now you're stuck talking with
I've
me.
always had internet friends, to be
Yeah, who
honest.
hasn't?
No,
Uh,
because I feel uh like when I was at school, I don't want this to be sad, but when I was at school, there weren't many. I think there were a lot of people who thought I was dim or
mm,
wasn't smart. Uh, and then they treated me, you know, they treated me badly, and you know, the stigmatization basically with like special people, I guess. Uh, I just hated that, to be honest.
I
At the
mean,
time, it was the only thing I seemed to think about, and I think that made me toxic as well,
yeah.
or salty at least.
And
But
then,
I feel like I'm pretty good now.
yeah, I mean, being like just having the creative outlet is also pretty good. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, uh, you know, sometimes, I'll have a day at school and I'll just like not really, not really be feeling great, I guess. And then it's like I go home and it's like, oh, I've got some footage I can like edit and whatever.
Mm.
I've got this like outlet on YouTube. I feel like YouTube has kind of helped me with that kind of way where I can, for example, especially streaming. So I was streaming a lot while we were in lockdown, right? And uh,
Same.
and the work is because they'd set us work online, and I was like so unmotivated when it came to the work. And then I'd finish the work finally, and then I just start streaming, and then being and just talking to people and stream, and people like seem to really enjoy it. And I was like, that's cool. And I think I subconsciously realized that like making content is more than that, just like rush of being like almost popular or whatever, like people like seeing that you have like some sort of talent, and more, you it's more for yourself really, like you get to I don't know, you have that thing that you can do, that not a lot of other people do, in
Yeah.
quite a different way, and you can put it out to like plenty of people. So for example, I'm on my stream, right, and I was actually talking about this on the stream yesterday. And it was kind of just like I enjoy being able to just sit and talk, and then people just type things in chat, and then be able to respond to that, and like, yeah, just talking to people is fun. I like that. But
I just
then
feel like
making,
school has always been a demotivator,
yeah,
personally, because there's always stuff that I wanted to do, just like especially YouTube and like
yeah,
streaming, because that was all, ever since 12 or younger than that, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah,
And I've just been, I think going down the spiral of YouTube is not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. I think a lot of people should at least try it. I don't think they should try it like me, like seriously trying to get it done.
yeah.
I think obviously you should obviously get good grades in school, and then after that, maybe when you're in uni, see what you could do about it. It's
I
worth
mean,
trying.
yeah, that's why I don't like. I make sure I'm not spending too much time like worrying about YouTube and stuff. That's also why my videos are always quite short and not really, I'm not trying to make something massive out of what I've got right now. I'm just trying to like, I just upload videos really for fun. It's never really been to grow, but it is nice. It is nice, seeing the numbers go up, and seeing like people enjoying your stuff, and you get likes and comments and stuff, and people saying, "Oh, I like this one. This was good. I really enjoyed watching that." It's like I'll upload a video, then I'll talk to my friend the next day. He'll be like, "This happens to me all the time. Yeah, I'm just that popular." And they'll be like, "Hey, really enjoyed your video last night. Yeah, it was quite cool." And I'll be like, "Thanks, man. I appreciate that," because it's really that motivation. So as long as you've got people, and I feel like I've talked about this before. It's a really big demotivator when you're trying to get somewhere, and just no one's showing any response, even if it is good or not. For example, I'll be streaming, and this is not to say my streams are like perfect or anything, but I'll be streaming, and then sometimes my viewer count will drop to 0 or whatever. I'll be like, I won't feel like streaming anymore, pretty much.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
why I'm saying school is like demotivating, because you have all of this stuff going well with the stuff that you want to do or like to do.
Oh yeah.
Like all of that's super motivating. But then you realize, oh yeah, I've got school.
Damn.
Damn. And obviously you have to treat that more than you want to treat this, because there's only a certain percentage of this happening. A very, very low percentage. I can't even remember. There's like the like actual content creators and partners on Twitch are like below 1% from what I've
Damn.
heard, or at least 3%. I think it's 1 or 3%. So it's quite difficult to get into that area. But unless you've got a plan, or at least ways to try and get people to do something, because people have opportunities all the time in YouTube. I think
Yeah,
they could
yeah.
have one video that does really, really well. Like you, for instance, you got this Belle Delphine video.
Yeah, I was thinking of bringing that up. It's like,
that finally got what? This is your first video to get 1K.
yeah, and in
It's almost
in
at 2K
2 days.
now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's 1.8K, which isn't like crazy on the grand scheme of things, but it's like, it's
No,
kind
but
of
for
just
us,
like,
it's pretty good.
It's kind of like you see that, for example, I uploaded the Mr. Crab's overdoses on ketamine and dies clip out of Matt Wardrick. But
That's one of my favorites.
I uploaded that, right? And then I go down, I'm eating, right? And then after I eat, I look at my phone, refresh the page, and suddenly it's got over 100 views, and I'm like, whoa, is this what happens? Is this how it works? Like when YouTube recommends your content? And then I know this is going to sound like really kind of like cringy, but I refreshed the page and the number went up, and I was like, what? No way. That's like, I just saw someone just like watch my video, and it's like, it's just going up every time I refresh. It's like insane. And I was like, that was the first time I realized, like, you know, sometimes it does happen where, you know, people suddenly start watching your video. I don't know.
I'm just saying like that's an opportunity, right? And then most people don't really do anything about it afterwards. Like they either stop uploading or they try and make an upload that's not even related similarly to that, and it just doesn't do well.
Which is why I get annoyed, because all the videos I put like not very much effort into get the most views.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from, and I'm glad, apart from the only small percentage one where I'm saying it's basically a parody of all these YouTubers recently going, oh, subscribe, and only a small percentage of my audience is subscribed, so just subscribe, it's free. There's a glitch, subscribe please, like kind of almost begging. And I know it's fair enough if they because like most of these people who do this, like it's almost their job, so they got to make sure the numbers are going up at a steady pace. But I thought it was quite funny the amount of times they do it. For example, there's the what's his name, Dream, right? That guy's insane, right? That guy's got something like 13 million last time I checked. He still puts that in his videos where he goes, only a small percentage of my audience is subscribed. So I was like, I have to make a video like as a parody of this. So I already had an idea to make a video basically as a parody of YouTubers, which is basically going to be me trying to be like every single Let's Play YouTuber going, all right, guys, go and smash that like button and stuff like that. But then I've realized this is the perfect way to do it, because this is what was trending kind of right now, this whole Dream guy, right? And everyone's probably, and that's the kind of thing people are going to search for. So I upload that video, and it does well because, you know, you can't always rely on getting into people's recommended, because that doesn't always work. But what does work is search terms. I've realized that with my small percentage one and the Belle Delphine one, it's actually quite a lot down to like what if you search for it, and if you like think of something and you search for it thinking that, I don't know if anyone's ever done this before, but like they think of a video idea. I mean, for people who make content, they think of a video idea, search for it to see if it's a thing, and you realize that quite a few people surely not quite a few other people must search for this kind of stuff. So what if I were to make a video that plays into that, right? That's kind of exactly what people are going to search for, and then they'll find it, right? So I make this only small percentage one, and boom, it's like one of the top results when you search for that kind of thing. And believe it or not, quite a few people are searching for that term. So that's why you get like all the people coming in and finding the video. You know, that's
it just goes to show you how powerful I think titles and thumbnails are in your entire video. Like if those aren't like clickable, or if they aren't good enough, then it's probably just going to be a bad video overall. It really affects your video overall.
I mean,
it could be a really well edited video, a really good video, but if the thumbnail and title are just really, really bad, it's not going to do well.
Yeah, people are just going to think, well, there's not enough effort, but like, surely there's no effort put into this. I'm not going to bother spending my time looking at this. It's like,
I'm not exactly sure if it's like that. I'm just thinking of like, you know, the normal person who just goes onto you just goes onto YouTube, scrolls through the content, maybe searches something up, scrolls for a bit, and then sees like a video like that. If it's just like a bad video or like a bad thumbnail that looks like it's edited by a child, nobody's gonna click on it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like I put Belle Delphine in the title and in the thumbnail. What's gonna happen, huh? 1.8k views. That's what's gonna happen. I keep
And
flexing
actually,
the view count.
speaking of Dream,
Yeah.
we've got enough. I've got nothing against Dream, by the way. I think Dream's a very good person, and I think, he's actually one of the smartest people on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
he went from what, I think 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers on YouTube
Yeah, well, he made that
10
PewDiePie video, didn't
million
he?
to 10 million plus in less than a year.
Yeah.
In less than a year. And that's because he made a strategy and all that. And there's videos on how he managed to do that. People can go watch that, but it's quite incredible to just hear out.
Well,
Whether if you like Dream or not, I still think it's really
yeah, you
good
gotta
to take
admire
it
what
in.
he's done.
Yeah.
And so, here's my uneducated take on that. It's basically like I'm actually, to be honest, I've seen one video on this. He made that PewDiePie video, and everyone really saw that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he made that PewDiePie video, and people like usually call that leeching. So people could call that leeching, because you've got this famous YouTuber who's doing this thing right now, and you basically put them in the thumbnail and the title and stuff like that, and you make a video about them. But then what he did really was he showed that, and I feel like this is a thing that a lot of us should really think about, is that he showed that if you go onto his channel, he's got his own kind of thing going on, and he took off the videos that didn't really suggest his content as much as he would have liked, and then he of course started saying in his videos, like bringing up this statistic about only a small percentage of the people are subscribed, and like giving people a reason to subscribe instead of just screaming at them, subscribe, okay, just subscribe if you like the video, but saying, oh, it really helps me out and stuff like that, and giving people like a reason to feel like it actually makes a difference, because it does. It actually does. So yeah. And look at the guy now, 13 million. So
I think
it clearly works.
He used trends surfing. So obviously,
PewDiePie
playing Minecraft at the time, Minecraft starting to blow up again, and then just Minecraft itself. And then, obviously the types of humor to correlate to Minecraft. And he used all of that, and then that just built up from there. And then,
I mean, I feel like
just made him blow up. He also had a good relationship. He's also had a good relationship with people like George and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like I'm starting to forget what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I feel like his videos are quite easily digestible. That sounds weird, but I'm pretty sure, because I've got a little brother, right? And how old is my little he's 12 years old, and he watches his content all the time, and I realize like clearly it's kind of just the kind of content that lots of kids gonna watch, but he doesn't I feel like he doesn't want to make it so it's just kids content and it's appealing to quite a lot of people, because I've actually if I'm going to be honest, I've sat down and watched some of his videos before, not all the time, but I have, and I think to myself, this is like, I can watch this, like I can put time
it's
aside,
somewhat engaging.
Yeah, it is engaging, even though it's just Minecraft, for example. So yeah. But I guess it's also probably because he's quite good at the game, isn't he? He's kind of taken it to a whole new level, and you've now got all these kids like getting into speed running, which is kind of cool, but it's also Minecraft, so it's like, to be honest, I feel like Minecraft, this is my own opinion, Minecraft isn't the greatest speedrunning game ever. I feel like there's loads more, like much more skill-based speedruns than Minecraft. But I do like what he does with the like the hunters and whatever it's called, or assassins or whatever he calls it. How he gets his friends to hunt him down, so he can really like show off how good he is at the game, and it is pretty entertaining. So yeah.
Where did the shit ass thing come from?
So
I thought
my
it. I thought it. What there's Dream in it, but was it? Did it actually come from Dream?
no, I'm pretty sure I think it was a TikTok that went viral or something on Twitter, and then just everyone started making videos about it. I thought it was funny at first, and then it kind of got a little bit oversaturated. But then I was also like, I could cash in on this. I could get
Yeah,
views.
it's a trend surf. It's a trend surf. We could trend surf on it, but
And
I didn't.
honestly,
That was badly
yeah,
missed.
I
But
don't know. And yeah, it's not as easy. It's easier said than done. But uh, you know, people can have a go at you, say you're selling out, and just say, "Oh, you're just trying to go viral and stuff." But yeah. So what if I'm trying to go viral? I'm just trying to get, you know, despite like maybe this is the kind of stuff you see every single other place. You know, is the kind of stuff that's gonna try and propel my channel a little bit further. So I'm not sure if everyone really likes the Belle Delphine one, but actually, I'm looking at it now. It's but like it but it does like help and yeah, you because for example, I don't think Dream this is a complete assumption, but I don't think Dream wanted to be known as the guy who made the PewDiePie video, right? And that's why he went and changed his content, but he is a victim of playing into the algorithm, trying to, grow a little bit, and then that's how you do it. So so yeah, I am Dream.
no, I don't. I think a lot of normies put people to shame when they really just don't understand that. You know, it people get put to shame for just trying, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just the smallest thing, even if anybody just tries, that's what happens.
It's like, what? You're trying to upload some Minecraft video? Cringe. Bro, only Dream's allowed to upload Minecraft videos. Dream's cool. I don't know.
Dream's cool.
Dream's cool, you're not. Get lost.
Yeah, get lost. You're trying to be like him.
Only Dream can be Dream.
There's like inspirations that people get from other YouTubers. I feel like that's fine, but
Yeah.
but in general, people are just gonna be like, "Oh, you're copying this guy,"
I mean,
and it could
yeah.
really be another demotivator as well. And it hasn't happened to me yet, but it probably will, and it probably will for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I try to make the weirdest content you've seen. Not weird, but the randomest stuff you've seen on YouTube. So no one can pinpoint me to just someone saying, "Oh, you're just copying someone" and stuff like that. I don't know. I make
People
I've done
will always find a way.
Yeah, I've done like commentary videos, and that can be suggested of like, "Oh, you're just like copying people." But also in my commentary videos, I kind of add my own just randomness to it. Basically, just it could be about any subject, like top 6 toasters, So where else do you see some perfectly normal channel go and make a video about the things they learned today? I don't know. But yeah, Dream. In conclusion,
Yes.
Dream.
In conclusion, Dream.
That guy, recently, just looking at YouTube, it's just insane how many people just blow up and then just start making videos, and it is a big motivator. It's like, well, if these people can do it, well, maybe I can. And you just got to keep trying, and eventually maybe you'll get that luck. You'll get that feature somewhere, or like your video will go on recommended, and then everyone will be like, ha, look, here's this guy. Let's start talking about this guy, and then Dream.
Dream.
But yeah, I feel like I'm glad you brought him up, because he's like a really good example of someone who really did what you need to do, without the full luckiness of everyone just hopping on a trend, and he kind of created his own trend, really.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
is
mean?
good to it is good to see that. I feel like YouTube has this sort of people understand that YouTube has this sort of luck to it. Yeah, there is luck to it, but every time somebody's presented with that luck, they never use that to their advantage.
There are some people who have, though. For example, there's this guy, I don't know if you've heard of him, he's called One Giant Onion, right? That's the guy who made like a bunch of POV videos, and he carried on. Like he definitely did what he was meant to do, and now he's at 300k, which is insane. So yeah, that's just yeah.
Wait, what was his name?
One giant onion. I'll put. He made like oh wow. He made like a bunch of POV videos basically. And he basically
Okay,
makes
I see.
shitpost videos almost. So yeah, shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy. It's a great huge wall that you have to get past. Well,
And
not past, but you have to follow it.
I don't know, we might get a bunch of comments saying, "Oh, you guys are acting as if you've gotten past that wall," but we just haven't. We're on the way over the wall. And to be honest, I don't expect myself to go over. Like, I'm not going to go into it expecting myself to get views and get over. Right now, it's looking pretty good, but I still don't think that is like I've said this actually on my Twitch before. It's really, really, really not a good idea to go into like YouTube and say, "Look, I'm gonna this is what I'm gonna do. I've got this whole plan. I'm gonna." I don't know. It's good to plan, but also planning out. Oh, by this time I'll have a 100k, right? And then yeah, and stuff like that. But it's important to realize that the internet and algorithms are so unpredictable sometimes, and
yeah, it's really
so the best thing you can do really at the stage without is try and work out try to predict the unpredictable. So yeah, really the best way I can put it is like try don't give up when your video doesn't hit like 1 million views or like 100k views.
People pay way too much to the statistics of stuff, and it really, really affects people's mental health.
Yeah, I don't like looking at numbers, to be honest.
Yeah,
I like looking at numbers, but
I like looking at numbers, but I try to make sure that you try to make sure that it's not.
I'm not
come to the point where you're like,
oh yeah. It's like
you guys get what we're trying to say.
I think so. I don't know. I hope this makes sense to anyone who doesn't make content. And for the people because I feel like both of our audiences, quite a large majority, is people who are into that kind of thing. Because if you're watching people who don't have many subscribers, you're either a friend of them or you're just interested because to be honest, personally, I wouldn't if I'm on YouTube and I find someone who's not got a lot of subscribers, I'll watch their videos, I'll subscribe to them. But I feel like other people might not just be like that because they might assume that the content's not going to be the best. But then I found this, and this is actually how I've like found a lot of the people you've mentioned before, and you, Josh. Wow, is so Quan, right? That guy. I found his channel, and I realized, because I didn't realize this before, but there are a lot of people who do just make like really good quality videos for a very small audience, and I should have seen this before, but I didn't realize until recently this year that exists. So I joined Discord server and I saw that there's so many people in the kind of situation where it's like you've only got 100 subs or whatever, and you're making the best the best quality content you can in hopes that one day it'll go well. I guess.
Yeah, Bastra was one of those types of people that blew me out of the water, at least.
Just amaze you with like the quality.
Well, I just thought it was really, really good for some, like, at least underrated for somebody with less than 500 subscribers.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like if you're on YouTube, I keep saying I feel like, that's why if you're on YouTube and you find someone, you manage to find this person with a small audience, but you enjoy the videos, that's when people will subscribe, but only if they really enjoy the videos.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to make them entertaining. Pretty much, you've got to set yourself up to be appealing to people. I guess. I don't know. That's what I say. I could be completely wrong.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like this might be all the time we have for today.
How long have we been going? 1 hour. Wow, I didn't
About
think
an
we'd
hour,
actually
yeah.
get this far. Really
Well, we
good.
did.
Really good. I thought we were gonna have like nothing to talk about. I thought we were gonna like just stutter for a bit and then just like not know what to say and like have to like, oh, cut this bit out. Okay, what we're gonna talk about this.
I think it's pretty good for at least our first just our first podcast.
I think so.
Because all we're doing is trying to talk.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel. Do you want to do an outro because I did an intro?
Well, I mean, we could plug each other.
Yeah.
We should plug each other.
Yeah, go follow Jish or Josh on Twitch.
YouTube.com/Jish or Josh.
And YouTube.
What about your Seagoll?
YouTube.com/Seagoll. Let's go. Links will probably be in the description. And yeah, go check out Josh on Twitch because he streams more than me.
No, don't check me. Don't check out Seagoll.
Yeah, I drive a car in game. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you like the content. Be sure to. I wonder if this will be on Spotify. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's actually quite easy. Or iTunes.
Yeah, it's probably.
So be sure to rate us 5 stars on iTunes, or 4 stars, or one star if you didn't like it. But as long as you liked it, leave a review. So yeah. That's not going to be the actual. Thanks for watching.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Right, I've stopped my recording.